Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cindy and welcome for the first time. In today's video, we're headed back into my kitchen because I have several more kitchen deep cleaning tasks that I need to get done, and I thought I would bring you along with me and show you how I'm gonna do it as naturally as possible. But first, by popular request, I am bringing back coffee of the day. I didn't realize you guys were gonna miss it so much in my last vlog. So as always, if you're not interested in seeing me brew coffee or connect to the energy of the day, I will put timestamps down in the description box below so you can skip ahead and get straight to the cleaning. So today we are gonna try out a new flavor I've never tried before called Texas Pecan. This is by Cafe Olay by H-E-B. This was a gift sent to me by Make Me Smile. Thank you so much, Make Me Smile. I cannot wait to try this. The package says it's medium bodied with creamy caramel and Texas pecan flavors. It's so dark over here in my coffee corner. I need to get like a little light to put over here in this corner, like maybe an underlight or something. I don't know. Bear with me. So I'm gonna pour this into the coffee pot here, and I don't know how much of this I want to make actually. I think I'm gonna measure out like 2 tablespoons. I don't want to make the full bag just for myself. So I've got a tablespoon here and I'm just gonna scoop out 2 tablespoons here. And make a little small pot for myself, just enough for a cup or 2. It smells so good. You know what? It's already the afternoon. Let's make it super strong. Let's throw another tablespoon in there just for fun and caffeine. Okay, I'm gonna pour about 4 cups of water here into my coffee pot. And while the coffee's brewing, let's talk a little bit about energy of the day. So today is Friday ruled by Venus, which is also my planetary ruler as a Taurus. So I always love Fridays. I always feel that Venusian energy. The color of the day is green, which is also a color associated with Venus. The incense of the day is thyme, and the crystal is green calcite. I don't have any green calcite right now, but if I don't have the crystal of the day, because I choose the crystal of the day myself, based on the current planetary rulers and color of the day. If I don't have the crystal, I use this as an opportunity to study about it, explore it, see if I can find a place to purchase it, and just learn more about the crystal in general if I don't have it here with me to work with. I am wearing this cute little green stone on my necklace though. This was sent to me by a subscriber, this little goblin core necklace I love so much. It has a mushroom, a little insect wing, and this green, like, I think this is some kind of glass or so. I'm not 100% sure, but it's pretty and I like to wear it when color of the day is green. So as for the incense of the day being thyme, today for the first time, I'm gonna be burning a loose herb incense instead of a stick incense. So I'm moving over to my kitchen table here so we have a little bit more room to work. And I'm gonna be using for the first time my beautiful iron incense holder that I got off of Etsy. There are no more of these available from the shop I bought it from, but oh my god, is this thing awesome. And the handle is removable if you want to take it off. I'm gonna leave it on for now. I also bought some supplies from a shop on Etsy called Triple Goddess Craft. I bought this gray sand to put in the bottom of the censer, and then I bought some charcoal discs for us to burn our herbs on. It's a really cool shop. I bought a lot of other stuff from her, a lot of herbs and resins and things. I will link to it down in the description box below if you're interested in witchy things and you want a new little shop to check out. So the first step is I'm gonna open the gray sand and we're gonna pour some into the bottom of the censer, just like this, just enough to cover the bottom. Then I'll just kind of smooth it out there. Then I'm gonna open up my charcoal discs and get one out. I bought 3 packages of these so that I would have plenty for like a full month of burning incense. And I don't know that I'll burn loose incense every single day. It just depends on what the incense of the day is and what I have available. Okay, so here's what our charcoal disc looks like. We're gonna put that on top of the sand and then we're gonna light the charcoal disc. Okay, so I am gonna light the charcoal here. Let's do it from this side. Probably need a better lighter for this and a better angle. Anyway, you get the idea. It's lighting now. So I'm gonna let this sit here and smolder for a few minutes, let it get nice and hot and ready to put the incense on. And in the meantime, it sounds like our coffee's ready. So let's go make a cup while we wait on our charcoal. I'm gonna start by choosing a coffee cup. Let's see if I do have one in green. This is my funky coffee cup that I got from a thrift store. I love this thing. I don't know if somebody handmade this or what, but anyway, since color of the day is green, let's choose this one. Oh my gosh, this coffee does smell good. Let's go ahead and pour a cup. And I've already had coffee this morning with my collagen in it. This is my 2nd cup of the day. Let's pour in a little cream and let's give it a little stir. And now we taste. Oh my God, that is so freaking good. So this is the second one of the Cafe au Lait coffees I've tried, and they have both been delicious. This definitely tastes like pecan. It does. It tastes like almost like a butter pecan flavor. It is so good. I don't know if I necessarily taste caramel, maybe a little bit, yeah. But this is delicious. Oh my God, thank you, Make Me Smile. And I saved enough in there to make some more for Ted another time because I know he'll really like this. And I know some of you guys were saying that you missed the Ted coffee taste test. And sorry, he's at work most of the time when I'm filming, when we're not in a holiday season. But he will be here for the next one when I make my next vlog on Sunday. So we'll get something for him to try. Oh my God, though. This is fantastic, and I'm so glad I made it super strong because the flavor is there. Thumbs up to Cafe au Lait Texas Pecan. Now back to our incense. You can see how it started to ash over and turn white. I think it's about ready to put the herbs on. The center part hasn't turned white, but I can feel the heat coming off of this. So I have some dried thyme leaves here, and we're gonna put these on the charcoal. So thyme incense is burned to attract good health is one purpose. Is one reason you could burn it. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's also used in purification blends and to increase your psychic powers. Look at this. This is lovely. And oh my God, the smell, you guys. It smells fantastic. And obviously I'm just burning a single herb here, but you can definitely do blends and burn incense this way. I plan to make an incense blend very soon for the upcoming holiday, and I will share that with you when I do it. We can put our little lid on here, and this would be great to do like a house blessing spell with if you had dried thyme, because it's a very purifying herb. And with this new sensor, I have the handle. I can carry it around my house to purify. That is awesome. And of course, if you're interested in color of the day, incense of the day, how I choose that, I no longer use the magical almanac. I think I've talked about this before. I choose it myself based on the day's ruling planet, because that's just a way that most appeals to me personally. Sometimes I'll agree with the almanac's choices, sometimes I won't. But today I chose green because it's the color most associated with Venus, which rules Friday. And of course, I'm wearing a green shirt to connect to energy of the day, burning thyme incense, wearing green jewelry, burning green candles. My dogs are going crazy over here. I just let them in. They've been playing with another dog outside and they're all hyped up. So some magical properties of Friday include like love, romance, friendship, reconciliation, beauty, pleasure, happiness, joy, all Venus qualities, right? So today is a great day to go on a date night with that special someone, or just spend time hanging out with friends, or just to work on being alone and practicing self-love. Any of those things are great for today. I'm practicing self-love, and I'm gonna spend some time with my partner later. We are going out to dinner, and then we're gonna go for a moonlight walk in the cemetery for fun and exercise. So I gotta get my household chores done before he gets home from work. Let's get to the kitchen and start cleaning. And the charcoal is still hot, so I decided to bring my incense into the kitchen so it can purify this room while I clean. I'm gonna throw a little more thyme on there, get that smoking. Okay, so let's put the lid on that, and now we'll get started with our first project. So in my last vlog where I was mopping my kitchen floor with my homemade pine saw, I received a comment from someone who didn't think my floor was clean enough. So in today's video, I'm going to show you what I do for those areas that need a little bit more scrubbing, that need a little bit more elbow grease. The homemade pine saw works really well for just everyday mopping, but if you have an area that just has a little bit of tougher dirt and grime on it, I'm going to show you what I do for that, and we're going to clean this area over here by my dog bowls today. So what we'll be making for today's project is a soft scrubber that's suitable for tile floors, porcelain, ceramic, this kind of like clay tile that I have. I would not use this on wood or linoleum because this is mildly abrasive. So for our ingredients, we are going to use a liquid castile soap. I'm going to be using Dr. Bronner's today. And then we are going to use baking soda. Baking soda is mildly abrasive, so it really cuts through dirt and grime when you use it as like a scouring powder in a soft scrubber like this. Of course, soap has cleansing properties. And then we are going to also use tea tree essential oil, which is one of my favorite essential oils for cleaning purposes. I always have this on hand. It is a powerful antimicrobial, and it works great for cleaning things like toilets, gross floors, just anything gross. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the baking soda and measure out a 1/4 cup. And hopefully I have enough here in this little box. I think I do. Okay, I better hold this over the over the bowl in case I spill some out. All right, that's just about right. Close to a quarter cup. And we're gonna put that into our bowl. Next, I'm gonna measure out 1 tablespoon of liquid castile soap. And you can make a larger batch of this and like store it in a sealed container, but I prefer to just whip it up when I need it and make a smaller batch. What you want is basically 4 parts baking soda to 1 part castile soap. So I have a quarter cup is 4 tablespoons, and then I have 1 tablespoon of soap. I'm gonna put that in there. Then I'm just gonna add 4 to 5 drops of tea tree essential oil into the bowl. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do 5, what the heck. You really don't need a lot of this. A little goes a long way. Essential oils are highly concentrated. So then I'm just gonna mix this up the best I can. It's gonna be a little bit lumpy there. And we're gonna add just enough water in here to make a thick paste. So over at the sink, I just add in a little bit at a time, stir it up. And you don't need much, and you can see it's turning into a nice thick paste for us there, and that is exactly the consistency that we want. So I'm just going to make sure the essential oil and soap is mixed in really nicely there. And now we're going to take this over to our dirty putrid floors. So you can see this area right around my dog bowls still looks a little bit dirty after I mopped it. That's just how it goes. It gets dirty, especially after all the snow and mud and the dogs walking around it. So I'm gonna move their bowl out of the way, and we are gonna apply this paste now. Also keep in mind that these are saltillo tiles. They're made of clay, so they are just like naturally discolored, but this right here is like dirt that didn't come up. So we're gonna try to get this up today. And I'm gonna put on a glove to protect my hands from the tea tree oil because it can be irritating. And then I'm just gonna start scooping out some of our soapy paste here and spreading it onto the area that needs to be deep cleaned. So this little area right here in front of where my dogs eat needs a little bit of extra elbow grease. And so we're just gonna spread this in. And now if you have an area that's like super dirty and super tough to get clean, you can let this sit here for a few minutes before you scrub it up. And then we got this little area over here that I think looks a little dirtier. Now, like I said, this is for use on tile floors. This is not for use on wood floors or linoleum or anything like that. And also, before you use this on any floor, even if you do have tile floors like I do, I would do a little patch test just to make sure it doesn't cause any damage, because baking soda, like I said, is abrasive, and it may, especially if you have like a sealer or something on your floor, it is possible it could scratch that up. So I would always test this out. I've used this before on this floor and I have no problems on my tile floor. But as with anything new that you're using, especially when it comes to natural products, you always want to test it out first on a small area before you go cleaning a big area of your floor like I'm doing here. So I think that's pretty much the area that is dirty and not just natural discoloration of the tile. But I'll get it a little bit up here too, just to make sure we get everything really good. So I've let it sit here for a few minutes. I rinsed out my bowl, and now I put some warm water in my bowl, and I've got this little scrub brush. You can also use like a sponge or cloth or anything, but I find this scrub brush really gets in there and cleans well. I love these little things. It's about time for a new one. This one's getting kind of gross, but that's why I'm using it to clean the floors. So I just dip my scrub brush in water, and then we are just gonna scrub this whole area down really good. Make sure to get into the grout. Give it a nice scrub. And I'll just dip it in water as needed. If it's not too dirty, like I found that a sponge or a microfiber cloth works well, but if it's really dirty like this area of the floor, then the scrub brush is what I prefer to use. And I also use these scrub brushes for like everything. I have to thank Ted to like turning me on to the wonders of using a scrub brush for cleaning. I use it to clean my tub. I use one to clean like the outside of my cabinet. Anything you can clean. And it works so much better than just like using a cloth. And then when it starts to feel dry, just dip it in the water, get a little bit more water on it, and it'll soap up a little bit better. pretty much scrubbed down, I'm gonna take a clean, damp microfiber cloth and just wipe a little off and see if it still needs to be scrubbed or if it looks like it's getting clean. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Look at that. Now these kind of tiles, because they are clay tiles, they will remain dark for a little while after water is applied to them. And then as I'm rinsing it off, if I see an area, I'll just go back in and scrub it a little bit more. But with these tiles, like, there's just some discoloration. It's not necessarily dirt. But I know these tiles well, and I know what's dirt and what's not. Yeah, that looks so much nicer. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my cloth and like wipe this up the best I can here. And I'm gonna have to go rinse this out in the sink a couple times. Is looking after being cleaned. You can see that it's much darker than the surrounding tiles. That's because these are clay and so they absorb water. We have sealed this floor, but we really need to seal it again. So anyway, they'll stay looking a little wet for a while, but they will be fine, trust me. So after I finish cleaning them, then there is still a little bit of baking soda residue on the floor. So the way I combat this is to use something acidic. I will use either diluted white vinegar in a spray bottle or my homemade lemon kitchen cleaner because it has a lemon juice base, so that's very acidic. Lemon juice and vinegar both neutralize baking soda, so you can use that power, that chemical reaction, to help you get baking soda residue off of anything. But do be warned, depending on the kind of tile you have, it can eat up your grout if you put like vinegar or lemon juice on it, so just, I don't know, look into what kind of floor you have and if you're able to do this. If not, you can just rinse it with pure water if you don't want to put vinegar on there. I like to spray the lemon kitchen cleaner on there, so let's do that now. So I'm just going to take my spray bottle and spray around the area where I had the baking soda on. And I can see like some in the grout right there. And yeah, no matter what kind of floor you have, I wouldn't let this like sit on here. We're just going to spray some on and then wipe it up completely. And you know, it might actually be a good idea if you have an area of your floor like this to do this before you mop it, because then you can mop all this up. And then finally, I'm just going to take a dirty towel and kind of dry this area here. And that, my friends, is about as clean as this area of my floor could possibly ever be. And it will look very nice once it dries. At least I think it looks nice. It's possible you hate my rustic tiles, and that's okay too. I love them because my boyfriend chose them and installed them himself and made this into our kitchen, and I think it's beautiful. I know there are some people who have very different ideas from me when it comes to cleaning my house naturally, but I prefer to do it this way, even if it does take more work, because I feel like it's much better for our health. We're not inhaling a bunch of toxic fumes. My dogs aren't inhaling a bunch of toxic fumes, and it's better for the environment, and it's more economical. Baking soda, vinegar, castile soap is dirt cheap, and I enjoy doing it. So I'm gonna keep cleaning my house this way, and you keep cleaning yours the way you choose. Hopefully I gave you some inspiration to clean your house, whatever way you choose to clean it. Okay, now we just have to clean up our supplies. So I'm gonna start by washing off this glove and just kind of hanging it over the sink and letting it dry here a little bit before I put it back under the counter. And then I'm just gonna rinse out this bowl. Get that kind of cleaned off. I'm not gonna wash it completely right now because my dish rack is full of drying dishes. I just want to get everything kind of rinsed off. And then when I do dishes after dinner later, or actually we're going out to dinner tonight, so this might have to wait till tomorrow, but that's all right. And my scrub brush, oh my gosh, cleaning the floor with that solution actually cleaned the scrub brush. Look how much whiter it is. So this goes under the sink. And this is an older brush that I just use for tough, dirty things like the floor and whatnot. Then I'm gonna go put up all of these supplies in my herb cabinet, except for the baking soda. That stays under the sink at all times. And I was hoping I might have time for another deep cleaning project in today's vlog, but I'm running short on time because I have to go get ready for my date tonight, and I have about an hour before Ted gets home. But you know what we do have time for? Counter cleaning, baby, let's do it. I got some baking soda spilled on the counter over here, so this is a perfect time for me to use my spray cleaner. And as always, if you're interested in any of the recipes for any of my homemade cleaners, you can find them all on my website at lifepluscindy.com. And I don't have a rag, hold on. All right, I'm gonna use this dish towel because I don't have any clean microfiber rags right now. I'm trying to use fewer paper towels. This is all the paper towels I currently have, is this little half roll. So I'm saving those for emergencies and trying to use rags and dish towels and things whenever possible when I'm cleaning. I've got a lot more deep cleaning things I want to share with you from my kitchen and also all the other rooms in my house. Stove's pretty clean. Let's go ahead and clean the other side of the counter where the coffee maker is. This is pretty clean too, but why the heck not? I know you love to see me clean these counters, so I don't want to deny you that quality content. There we go. Ooh, I still have a little bit of coffee left too. I think I'm going to drink that. And then I'm just going to give the sink a quick wipe down. I have this glove kind of drying here, and I have those bowls and spoons that I used, but otherwise it's pretty clean. Floors are now spotless. So I'm happy with the progress that I've made in the kitchen. My goal right now is I'm trying to get this whole house cleaned. Like I'm doing spring cleaning at this point. I want to get everything cleaned and organized from top to bottom. I got a lot of stuff we need to go through, a lot of stuff we need to clear out. My office is just a wreck. It's filled with boxes that need to be burned. We need to paint it. It needs to be organized. We got to take stuff to storage. So there's a lot of work to be done, but I find it very enjoyable. And I'm also really enjoying like making my own cleaners and getting everything done as naturally as possible. So thank you guys for joining me for that. I've also got more natural beauty and natural cleaning content coming up for you, and some witchcraft stuff as well if you're interested in that. So make sure you like and subscribe if that's the kind of content you like. And I decided to come in here to finish the rest of my outro for you guys because I was tired of balancing the camera back there on the sink. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me for another video. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who watches my vlogs. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful winter season, and I will see you with a new one very soon. Bye.